What behind me is the best Land Cruiser spec ever made. Hi, my name is Chad Nasser. I like cars and I like cars that don't go down in price. Today we're going to be talking about these iconic spec Land Cruisers. Both of these cars are completely different from two different generations. This one is the 80 series and this one is the 100 series. The 80 series started in 1991 and it ended in 1997. The 100 series started in 1998 and it ended in 2007. This one is the 97, which is the last year they made the 80 series, and this one is the 99, and it's the second year they made the 100 series. They have some differences because they are completely different cars, but they have a lot of similarities. The very first thing I have to share with you is what both of these cars share, and it's the trim model. Both of them are the GXR trim. It's not the very basic one, and it's not the very high-end one. They are the GXR. Both of them are. They still make the GXR until the later years, even the 300. They have that model. And these are the GXR. And in my opinion, I think it's the best trim with the best spec ever made by Toyota for the Land Cruiser. And just a little bit of history about both of these vehicles. This one, the 97 GXR, I acquired it over a year and a half ago. It's almost been 2 years now. It's a 97 with about 77,000 kilometers, original kilometers. It's all original paint, original everything. Nothing has been touched on this one. This one has just been stored. I probably put less than 200 kilometers in the past 2 years I've owned it. It's one of these vehicles. I don't want to drive it because I don't want to put a lot of miles on it because it looks cool. I have another GXR just like it with a lot less mileage. But this one, I've had it for less than a year. It's a 99 GXR. This one, on the other hand, has about 175,000 kilometers, so that's about 108,000 miles. This one is 77,000 kilometers. It's about 48,000 miles. This one, the 99, I've put about 15,000 miles on my own. I've driven it everywhere in Middle East. I've also daily drove it right here in the United States after I got it. It's absolutely a blast to drive, and I cannot compliment it enough. Now let's talk about the similarities and also the differences side by side. When it comes to the outside, they both look stunning. They both have their own characteristics. They both look amazing. This one looks more on the old school style, and this one is a little bit more modern. I made a specific video, a full review about this 1999 GXR. You can go and watch it. For the front end on that one, it looks very simple. We have the textured black plastic bumper. We have the grille, which is black with gold trim. And it also has the gold hood ornament and glass headlights. For this one, it's slightly different, but it's also similar. We have the plastic front bumper. It's also textured, but it's not black. We have the gold grille. We have the gold emblem and also the gold hood ornament. Also glass headlights, but this one is a little bit different and it has a factory winch right here. I have another GXR that is just like this one. It's identical to this, but does not have a winch. This one has a factory electric winch. When it comes to the engine, most Land Cruiser fanatic know that the 80 series comes with the 1FZ engine. This one is slightly different than the 1FZ that we have in the US. It is the same engine. Almost 90 to 95% of the engine components are exactly the same to the one that we have in the US. The only difference is the one that we got in the US is called the 1FZ FE. The FE stands for fuel injection. This one is the 1FZ F, and this one is a carbureted engine. It makes just about the same power, and in my opinion, and also many people's opinion that have owned this specific one, which is a carbureted 1FZ F engine, the carbureted one is more durable and it's also more reliable. There's a lot less things that go wrong with it. Why? It's because it does not have a computer that controls the EFI system. So everything is mechanical and everything just runs super smooth as long as you have it dialed correctly. Something I forgot to mention is the size of the engine. This engine, the 1FZ, it's an inline 6 4.5 liter naturally aspirated engine. Now let's move on to the 100 series. Now when it comes to the engine, in the US, we only got one engine and it's a 4.7 V8. This one on the 99 GXR. The reason why I like this vehicle is because of this engine. It is similar to that one because it's the 1FZ FE engine. It's the same engine that is on that vehicle. And it's also the same engine that is on the US Spec 80 series Land Cruiser. The only difference is the coil system, and also the manifold right here looks slightly different than the one on the US spec versions, and also on that one. That one is a carbureted. This is a fuel injected. And also the US spec one is the fuel injected one. It is slightly different and also makes more horsepower. It's an absolutely amazing engine. It's very light, it's very durable, and it makes a ton of power. For the 100 series specifically, this one being light, this engine is absolutely perfect. And if you're worried about gas mileage, just don't buy a Land Cruiser, go buy a Camry. Now I'm gonna hold the camera like this to show you the differences. If only you can see on the camera, that 100 series is a little bit brighter in white than this one. This is more like on the off-white, and I like that because this one shows a little bit of age. It shows its classicness, and this one, it shows that it's a little bit modern. The decals are absolutely iconic. This is what came on the 99 and also the 98 GXR. Everybody loves this classic looks because it was owned by most people back in the Middle East. And it was in every single corner, in every single block. There is that vehicle with that specific decal. Now it's a nostalgia because everybody owns the newer Land Cruisers, and most of these, they're either trashed or the clean ones, you don't see them around. When it comes to this one, it also has a classic design decals, which is super cool. It is a little bit different. But the GXR, on the other hand, it wasn't very common back then. This one was more common because people really didn't want the V8. They wanted the manual transmission and the 1FZ engine. They can get a better car for a better price. And this one, it was like the same car, the same engine as the higher spec VXR, but most people went with the VXR. I love the decal on this one. It's probably by far my favorite decals on all of them. Like I said, the GXR spec, it is my favorite of all time. When it comes to the wheels, what I like about the GXR is it comes with Steelies, which is super, super cool. Steelies on this one, they are 16-inch, and also Steelies on this one, and they are 16-inch. This one is all original when it comes to paint. We got the side steps, they are aluminum, and also have side steps right here. They are also aluminum. Very simplistic. We got trim on the molding on the doors, very nice and clean, super subtle. Nothing you can see that is crazy in here, but something that is noticeable is there is no sunroof on the 100 series GXR, and also there is no sunroof on the 80 series GXR. None of them came with sunroof, and it's something I absolutely love. Now let's go to the back and show you what it looks like. You can see right here, it looks different than the US spec because the tail light is missing the other section, which is, again, that's what I like about the GXR. It comes with this style tail light because it has a rear spare tire carrier right there. For that reason, they had to shift the license plate positioning or bracket to the side to put the spare tire carrier right there for that, so the tail light does not get cut off. And that's where the tail light pretty much goes on the 100 series that we got in the US, and also the 100 series VXR that most of the other countries got. What you can see right here, this is a ladder. This one is for a roof rack, which is something I have. It's a roof rack. It's like a basket that goes up there, and this is what you use to climb up there. Super practical, but not many people use it because the basket is not up there. The rear bumper is very simple, plastic, textured, that is easy to clean, and it's easy to replace, and it's very, very affordable. It's like $150 for this one. Badging, we got gold badges on here, gold badges, and also gold badges. Super, super cool. Now let's go to that one before we take a look at the cargo space. From the back on the 80 series GXR, we have this iconic look that we have on the 80 series that everybody loves. You cannot miss this look. We have the badging, they are gold badging. You can see this thing still got the sand. I barely drive this thing. It's super cool. We got the lift gate, we have the rear spare tire carrier, and also a spare tire in the bottom right there. And we have the license plate bracket on the side. Unlike the other ones that don't have a spare tire carrier, The license plate bracket is right there in the center, and also there usually a Land Cruiser trim on the side. I absolutely love it. The way it looks is very simple and very subtle. Now let's go to the cargo space. When it comes to the cargo space, you have to first swing away the spare tire carrier. You have to pull this lever and also swing it all the way out. And this is what we have. The tailgate, it is different than the one we got in here, and also that the one that doesn't have the spare tire carrier in the back. To open it, you just have to lift this one up, and also to drop this one, you just have to pull this one down. And this is what we have. This is the space that we got. We can fold these seats. We can take the seats completely out. Super easy, just by pulling on those. The seats can be removed with no bolts or anything, and also the second row seat can be folded down. Very nice, simple carpeting, super clean, very easy to operate. Everything is manual and mechanical. That's what I love about this one. Now let's go to the 80 series. For the 80 series, it's the same. We almost have the same carrier. From where you can tell, this one is almost the same as the US Spec. It's actually the same tailgate, because this one is mounted to the lower portion of the tailgate, but that one on the 100 series is completely different. And to open it, you just have to pick this one, lift it up, very simple. And same thing on this one, you just have to pull this one down. Very simple. We got the carpeting right there. We have carpet, and also we have the winch controller right there. Very simple. Something that is super cool is in the back right there we have the rear AC duct, which is clear. That is super cool. Something that the 100 series has but also does not have, and I'll show you in just a second. Once we open the door, the first thing you will notice is the simplistic design that we have on this 100 series. The reason why I love the GXR is because it comes with the cloth interior that I absolutely adore. Every car, every Land Cruiser, in my opinion, should come with cloth interior. This is just some 90s style. I love it. It's easier to clean. It doesn't really stain as easily as people think, and it doesn't crack or deteriorate over time like the leather. We do have the rear duct, but it is hidden behind the roof liner. There is a controller right there for the rear AC, but unfortunately we don't have the clear duct that we have on the 80 series. Super simplistic, very clean, very elegant design. I mean, we don't have a lot of stuff going on, just like cup holders right here, and that's it. Simple. And for the 80 series, the very first thing you will see is another simplistic design. Very cool, similar layout, similar pattern. We have the cloth interior. As I mentioned, the duct right there, I can't stop talking about it just because it's super cool. Again, cloth interior, super cool. And here is something I want to point out. On the 80 series GXR, there is no headrest, but who cares? Who needs a headrest? Just hold your own neck, man. Sorry about the mess. Again, there's always parts and stuff everywhere in my cars because I always try to tinker with them and try to make them look better once I get a chance. But again, take a look. Super clean, simple. There is nothing going on in here besides we have an ashtray. And when we go to the 100 series front seats, same thing. Very simple, very elegant design. There is really not much going on. We have cloth interior. We have no sunroof, which is something we have to brag about. We have 5-speed manual. Also, we have the part-time 4-wheel drive. Currently it's on H2. That means it's 2-wheel drive high, and we keep it that way pretty much all the time. If we have to go to 4-wheel drive high, it's the H4, and then we have to lift it up, neutral, and then the L4, which is the 4-wheel drive low. The inside, very nice, clean. We got this very simple design steering wheel, and in here there is not much going on beside the sub-fuel tank button. This vehicle has 2 fuel tanks, which is something that we didn't get in the US, and something that definitely comes in handy. Other than that, the rest is very simple. We have cassette seats, and also we have a cool box, which also something else that comes in handy. Now let's go to the A series. And on the 80 series, when it comes to the front seat, very elegant and simple design. We go up here, also cloth interior that I absolutely love. Also, we have this 5-speed manual transmission, super cool, makes the car much quicker. And also the same, pretty much the same transmission that is on the other one. It's a part-time 4-wheel drive. We have a very cool style looking steering wheel. There's not much going on in here. Mileage, very simple. Everything else is very cool. Also, something else we have, a sub-fuel tank gauge right here. This is for the second fuel tank. And also we have an altimeter. When it comes to the AC, we have very simple switches, just like how you want it for a 90s vehicle. We have a cassette, and also we have a cool box. This is just storage. And also we have an ice maker slash a refrigerator. This is something really comes in handy if you go on road trips. One last thing before we end the video. Both of these vehicles are almost the same. They almost have the same options. That's why I love them, because they're simple. There is one thing that is different that makes both of these vehicles different, and it's the axles. This one has a solid front and rear axles, and that one has independent suspensions. In my opinion, if I had to choose which one to buy, I'll buy both of them, because this one, it's classic, and that one is what I will drive. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.